Connective tissue. Connective tissue is the most abundant and widely distributed tissue in the body of animals. It serves to connect and support the different tissues or organs of the body. It shows a large amount of matrix. Cells of connective tissue are living, but the matrix is composed of non-living cells. Connective tissue can be broadly classified into three categories: connective tissue proper, supportive connective tissue, and fluid connective tissue. Connective tissue proper can be further classified into three categories. They are areolar tissue, adipose tissue, and fibrous tissue. Fibrous tissue is further classified into ligaments and tendons. Areolar tissue. It is made up of white and yellow fibers with irregularly shaped cells scattered in the matrix. It is the simplest and most widely distributed connective tissue. Location: beneath the epidermis of the skin. Function: it helps to join the skin to the muscle and makes the skin elastic and helps it to withstand strain. What you can see on the screen right now is a diagram of areolar tissue. Adipose tissue. It is a collection of adipose or fat cells which are known as adipocytes. They are separated by matrix containing fiber. Location: it is found in palms and soles in the form of pads between internal organs and beneath the skin. Function: in palms and soles, it acts as a shock absorber. In aquatic animals such as whales, adipose tissue in the form of blubber maintains the body heat and provides buoyancy to swim in water. It also serves as a fat reservoir. What you can see on the screen right now is a diagram of adipose tissue. Fibrous connective tissue. It is further classified into two categories: ligaments and tendons. Ligaments. These are elongated, cylindrical structures made up of yellow fibers which are elastic. Function: they bind bones together. Tendon. They are bundles of strong white fibers which are non-elastic. They are strong and tough. Function: they join muscle to the bone. Supportive connective tissue. It is also known as skeletal connective tissue. It forms the internal skeletal and framework of the body of animals. It gives support and protection to some body organs and also helps in performing body movements. Supportive connective tissue can be further classified into two categories: bone and cartilage. Bone. What you can see right now on the slide is the diagram of a bone and also a bone cell. Bone is rigid, hard, brittle, and porous tissue. Matrix is hard because of inorganic salts of calcium, magnesium, and proteins. Bone cells, also known as osteocytes, have their own supply of blood vessels and nerves. The long bones, like our limb bones, have a central hollow cavity which is filled with bone marrow that gives rise to the blood cells. Location: this tissue occurs in vertebrates and forms the internal skeletal framework of the body. Function: it protects the internal, delicate, vital organs of the body. It helps in locomotion. It provides attachment for muscles, and bone marrow helps to make the blood cells. Cartilage. It is a compact, non-porous, firm, and flexible tissue. It consists of cells known as chondrocytes, which are separated by matrix. Matrix is composed of proteins and has deposition of inorganic salts of calcium. It is devoid of blood vessels and nerves. Location: It is found in the movable joints, nose, ear pinna, tracheal rings, intervertebral disc, bronchi, epiglottis, etc. Function: it allows the tissue to sustain mechanical stress, supports the tissue to resist any tension, provides flexibility, and facilitates bone movements. Fluid connective tissue. It transports nutrients, hormones, respiratory gases, etc. to the various parts of the body. It is mainly classified into two categories: blood and lymph. Blood. It is a living and circulating connective tissue. Blood is composed of the liquid part called plasma and the cellular part called corpuscles. Plasma contains water, inorganic salts, and hormones. Blood cells are of three types: red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. What you can see right now on the screen is a diagram of a blood smear. The blood contains three cells: red blood cells, which is also called as erythrocyte. It contains hemoglobin and helps in the transport of oxygen to all parts of the body. White blood cells, also termed as leukocytes, they protect the body against pathogens. And platelets, which is also termed as thrombocyte. These are small, disc-shaped bodies which helps in the clotting of blood. Location: it is found in the blood vessel circulating throughout the body. Function: it helps to transport oxygen and other necessary materials to the body cells. It protects the body against pathogens and it also helps in clotting of the blood. Lymph. It is a straw-colored fluid present in the lymph vessels. It has a composition similar to that of the blood, except that it mainly has white blood cells. It lacks red blood cells. Absence of erythrocytes gives it the straw color. Location: it is found in the lymph vessels. Function: it helps in the exchange of nutrients and gases between the blood and the tissues. It helps in the body's defense mechanism.